Lamb is out of this world.
Father O'Connor, I wonder if I could ask you a question of protocol. You've done so many weddings in your life.
Ask away.
I'd like my mother to be there, if Pops will allow it. Do you know where she can sit? She can't sit with him.
Of course, I understand. What a terrible situation.
Well, it's a miracle she's back, but it is hard on everyone.
Poor Mary.
Oh, that's right. You remember her.
Remember her? I married her to your dad. I heard her confession once a week.
Kathleen.
Father, if you heard her confession, you must have known about her affair.
What's said in the confessional is a very private matter.
Father, I heard some information that led me to believe that she was going to leave Reginald. She has a right to know that.
Don't push this, Kathleen.
In fact, she was going to end the affair the night of her accident. Is what I heard true?
Kathleen, your mother came to me a great deal during her trouble. In fact, she came to me on the very day that she supposedly died. It's always bothered me that I was never able to give her any help.
You can now.
You're asking him to tell you what he heard in the confessional.
I'm not.
I can't do that.
No, don't tell me. Tell her. You can help her now, and you can give her the help that you couldn't give her back then. Just tell her what she told you about Reginald. She'd believe it if it came from you.
She might. If her faith is still important to her.
Does that mean you'll do it?
What are you doing here?
Well, I knew vultures ate dead things. I just wondered if they got surprised. Making herself sick trying to do what you wanted. Don't you care?
What I want? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you leave her alone. Or you'll be sorry. You hear me?
I hear you, but I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm wasting my breath with you. You don't care about anybody.
On the contrary, I'll show you how much I do care. Please send Victoria into my study. I don't know what I'd do without that machine.
What are you up to now?
One of my subsidiaries just bought up the company you were bidding on.
You happy about that?
Why not?
Well, I never intended to buy that company. I just wanted you to pay 3.5 times what it was worth. That company can turn a profit for the next 15 years, and you're never going to pay it off.
You thought I wanted to make it pay?
Well, why else would you want it?
To give it away.
Ah, little reward for Peter for doing your dirty work?
Did you want to see me?
I just want to show your father that I do care about the people I love.
What do you mean? What are you doing here?
I want you to be happy, Victoria. I would never force you to be an office slave just to prove to everyone that I was able to order you around.
What?
You'll never have to work for your father again, dear. You own your own company.
Heath saves Gina from prison, but gets more than he bargained for. And will Gina crack under the truth serum? Find out today on Santa Barbara, next on WDSU TV6.
Then it's Game 5 of the 1986 World Series as Dwight Gooden and the New York Mets challenge Bruce Hurst and the Boston Red Sox. Join Vin Scully and Joe Garagiola for all the action on NBC Sports.
Join us each weekday for the continuing story of Another World.
You don't care whose life you mess up, do you?
Mess up? I just gave my granddaughter a corporation of her very own. How on earth do you consider that messing up?
You will not do this, Reginald.
Here, darling. Take your company.
Reg, I will see you in hell.
You may leave now, Hudson. You filth. Get out. I will not have you corrupting my daughter. Out!
All right, enough. That's enough.
Mr. Hudson was just leaving, dear. I will bring you down, Reginald. I swear it. You've lost, stable boy. Time to go home.
Oh, be quiet, both of you. You've told me that I'm mistress of this house. Is that correct?
You are, Mary.
All right, then you will do as I say. You will stop behaving like a little child. And that goes for both of you. How can the two of you keep this up? Why does there have to be such animosity?
Ask Hudson.
I have, and I've talked to Donna, and I've heard your side of it. But what's the truth?
Well, it's not his, that's for sure.
No, probably it falls somewhere in between all the versions.
No, Mary, his version is nothing but fairy tales.
We don't have to listen to this.
Oh, stop it. This family is in pieces. People are being pulled this way and that. It has to stop.
I couldn't agree more.
Victoria, what is that? This? Yes. Is that the reason for all the yelling?
Grandfather gave me a corporation.
Of what?
A corporation, a business.
As a present, he gave you full ownership of this corporation?
It sounds a little grander than it really is.
Are you out of your mind?
Why?
She's 19 years old.
Well, she's advanced for her age.
Mary, this whole thing is absurd. Reginald was bidding on some shares in this company, so I bid to drive the price up. He wound up paying 3.5 times what this company was worth, and he still bought it.
For my granddaughter, Victoria, the price is meaningless.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am in both of you.
Wait a minute. Don't group me in with him.
How could you involve Victoria in this?
Look, that's what I was yelling about earlier. I don't want her involved with him at all.
I'm her grandfather.
I'm her father.
The two of you should be taken to some deserted place where you can go at each other and nobody else will get hurt.
Can we talk about this?
You're just being used, Victoria. Don't you see that?
She's right, Vicky.
No! Don't! See, I can do this because Reginald keeps telling me that what's his is mine. I'm also doing what's best for you.
How come every time somebody says that, I always feel bad?
This time it's true.
It is best, honey.
Why do I have to be deprived? Because you were?
Victoria, this is not like getting a new car.
I know what this is like.
This is an entire business, all right? With all the responsibilities that go with that.
All you want from me is to work for you from 9 to 5.
No, what I want is for you to learn the business, to learn about responsibility, just like I did.
No one's interested in your squalid rags to riches yarn.
All I need is enough money to go shopping and to have my hair done, to pay my bills, and then I'll be responsible.
Thank you, Mary.
For heaven's sake.
So, Reg, looks like you just bought a company for about 350% more than it's worth.
You think I can't afford it?
No, but I think it does show Donna that you're not the power broker you make yourself out to be. Who's there?
It's Bridget, sir.
Bridget. Is it Donna? How is she?
Well, she's upstairs in her room.
Is she sleeping?
Oh, yes, Mr. Nutter, she is.
Okay, look, I'll be up to talk to her later. Right now, I think I should have a talk with my daughter.
A moment, Bridget, please.
In this little war that you and Michael are waging, you see to it that the children are not involved.
I want no war.
I'm warning you, Reginald. The children will be kept out of it.
Miss Mary has no idea that her children want to come over, does she?
I didn't breathe a word of it, sir.
And not about the priest either.
I swear I didn't.
Very good, Bridget.
What will I do if they come over here anyway?
I've thought about that. In that event, Mary and I simply won't be home. You're my employee now, Bridget, and you will follow my orders. And your main duty, as of right now, is to keep the McKinnon clan away.
Victoria, you're trying to take the easy way.
You just said that running a company took a lot of work. I'm not afraid of work.
I know it takes know-how, though, which you don't come by overnight.
What's the problem? It's got a present.
You are being used. And where's your sense of loyalty?
Don't you give me the loyalty number. Who's been loyal to me?
I have. Your sister has. Your mother has. Why don't you go upstairs and then take care of her, all right? And let me know when she wakes up.
A willful young woman.
Yeah, I think it'd be better if I could get her pointed in the right direction, though.
You will. She knows you love her.
I miss so much time with her.
I hope you're not angry at me for sticking my nose in earlier.
No, you said what you had to say, and you were right most of the time.
Most. Not all.
No, not all.
Well, I tend to have these rather definite opinions.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, except I understand that this is a very complicated situation. I just care about the people around me.
Why is it I get the feeling that you just care about all people?
Sometimes my temper runs away from me.
I tell you what, I will remember that, all right? I will not cross you. I'm sure that you pack quite a wallop.
Yeah.
So, how are you really?
If I just didn't feel so lost most of the time.
Tell you what, if you ever, just need to talk, just want to blow off some steam, why don't you talk to me?
I'll remember that. Thank you.
Here you are, darling. Exciting news.
What?
Peter's horses are finally arriving. You're to pick the one you want.
Oh, all right, I'll be right down. Now, the two of you behave while I'm gone. No fighting.
You've lost this round, Reg.
Oh, the fight has only just begun.
I didn't hear any sounds of fighting, so I guess the truce has held.
Shall we go?
I want to say something to you before we go outside. I haven't made up my mind whether I'm staying in this house yet.
Well, we can talk about that on the way to the stable.
No, I want to see it before we go to the stables. Because the thing is, I'm not sure I have a right to this home or to anything that's in it.
Whatever I have is yours, my darling. All I want is to earn your forgiveness.
Why am I not at home? Why am I not at home, Bridget? Oh, well...
A natural mistake.
Oh, yes, it was. It was a natural mistake.
Bridget knew we were going to the stables, dear.
That's right. I knew you were going to the stables. Excuse me. Hello? No.
We really must be going, darling.
Don't be silly. My daughter's here to see me.
Well, they might have called, and they can another day.
What is the matter with you?
He knows the reason we're here.
Which is?
Mama, this is Father O'Connor.
How do you do?
Hello, Mary.
He was our parish priest.
Still am.
Oh, yes, and he's been close to the family for years.
And I went to church regularly.
Yes.
And to confession.